In this video, we'll be taking a look at two MLB games happening on April 15, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. The Texas Rangers and Houston Astros continue their 3-game weekend series on Saturday in Houston. The Rangers finished over 30 games behind the Astros, the eventual World Series champions, last season, but spent the offseason upgrading their pitching staff to close the gap between the two teams. The Astros have started slowly but remain the heavy favorites to win the American League West Division yet again in 2023. The Rangers are 66-134 in their last 200 road games and 34-77 in their last 111 road games versus a right-handed starter. Texas is 1-7 in their last 8 Saturday games. Meanwhile, the Astros are 7-1 in their last 8 Saturday games and 49-19 in their last 68 versus the American League West. Houston is 42-18 in their last 60 overall. The Astros are starting to round into form and have a good opportunity to gain some ground on the Rangers by taking this weekend series. Houston's pitching has allowed 7 total runs in the 4 games prior to Friday night's matchup. Brown is coming off a strong start against the Twins, and prior to his opening start against Detroit, hadn't given up a run at home in 4 appearances. The Astros are just 3-3 at home heading into Game 1 of this series, so I expect them to start piecing together wins at home after going 55-26 at home last season. Gray's earned run average was over a run higher on the road last year compared to his earned run average at home. Brown had a sketchy debut this year versus the Tigers, but he looked much better on April 9th versus the Twins. In that one, Brown recorded a win with 7 clean frames, 2 hits, and 2 walks. On Friday, Houston couldn't get much going on offense, and Garcia had a rough outing. That said, I like the Astros to bounce back and post a victory here, so the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The Houston Astros have gone over the total in 9 of their 13 games prior to Friday night series opener. The Astros are also averaging 6.8 runs per game at home through the first 6 games. Meanwhile, Gray has an earned run average over 4 on the road over the last year. Texas has played over the total in 5 straight games and 6 of the last 8 games as well. Expect some fireworks in Houston on Saturday night in this game to sail past a relatively modest total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The 2023 MLB betting action goes on Saturday, April 15th, with the Chicago Cubs squaring off against the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League Showdown at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California. The Chicago Cubs are 7-5 this season, and they have won 3 of their last 4 games. Chicago won Game 1 of this series by a score of 8-2 on Friday night. The Chicago pitching staff has a 3.83 earned run average, a 1.22 WHIP, and a .225 opponent batting average this year. The Cubs offense has scored 69 runs with a .282 batting average and a .341 on base percentage. Ian Happ is batting .349 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs for the Cubs. The projected starting pitcher for Chicago is Jameson Taillon, who is 0-2 with a 7 earned run average and a 1.67 WHIP over 9 innings pitched this season. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 7-7 this season, and they have lost 5 of their last 7 games. Prior to losing Game 1 of this series, Los Angeles won 2 out of 3 games against the Giants. The Los Angeles pitching staff has a 4.57 earned run average, a 1.23 WHIP, and a .258 opponent batting average. The Dodgers offense has scored 81 runs with a .236 batting average and a .344 on base percentage this season. Max Muncy is batting .239 with 6 home runs and 14 RBIs for the Dodgers. The projected starting pitcher for Los Angeles is Michael Grove, who is 0-1 with a 14.73 earned run average and a 2.32 WHIP over 7.1 innings pitched this year. The Cubs are 2-6 in their last 8 Saturday games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The Dodgers are 90-32 in their last 122 home games and 74-32 in their last 106 overall. The under is 5-1 in Cubs' last 6 Saturday games. The over is 4-1 in Dodgers' last 6 overall. The Cubs are 15-36 in the last 51 meetings in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Dodgers are going to be favored at home regardless of the circumstances, and Jameson Taillon isn't off to the best of starts. However, the Cubs are playing good baseball this week, and they're a team I've been talking up since their opening series. The Cubs may be pretty decent this season, and right now at least their offense is cooking. So the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. With Jameson Taillon and Michael Grove on the mound, the batters should have a nice day in the office. Both teams have done a good job at the plate so far this season, and I'm expecting to see more of the same. 4 of the Dodgers' last 5 contests have seen 10 or more runs on the scoreboard. On the other side, 3 of the Cubs' previous 5 tilts have produced more than 9 runs in total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus Seattle Mariners. The Mariners took Game 1 of this interleague series against a Rockies team that has lost 3 in a row. The Rockies had won 2 in a row before dropping their last 3 games. The club has lost 7 of 10 games, and while in the basement of the National League West and 4 games under .500, they are still only 3 games out of first place. The Mariners had lost 3 in a row before winning their last 2 games. They are .500 in their last 10 games and are tied for 3rd place in the American League West, 2.5 games out of first place. Colorado is 1-7 in their last 8 game 2s of a series and 0-4 in their last 4 Saturday games. The over is 4-0 in Colorado's last 4 Saturday games. Seattle is 28-11 in their last 39 games 2s of a series and 2-5 in their last 7 home games. The under is 4-1 in Seattle's last 5 Saturday games. Colorado is 10-5 in these 2 teams' last 15 head-to-head meetings. The Mariners took the first game of this series and have won 2 in a row, while the Rockies have lost their last 3 games. On the season, the Colorado pitching staff has been decent, but in the last 3 games they have given up 21 runs. Feltner was not bad in his last start, but in his 2 starts he has given up 8 runs in 9 2/3 innings. On the other side of the coin, the Mariners have had issues on the hill, but in winning their last 2 games they only gave up 5 runs. Kirby was solid in his last outing, giving up only 1 run, but the bullpen let him down. I look for him to have another good start, and while Feltner will not get lit up, he and the Colorado bullpen will give up some runs. Seattle has not had much success at home this season, and they have had some pitching issues to start the year. Colorado has also had pitching struggles and will start Ryan Feltner here, who allowed 3 earned runs over 5 innings pitched against Washington in his last start. Seattle will have George Kirby on the mound, who allowed 1 earned run over 6 innings pitched against Cleveland in his second start. The Rockies have lost all of their last 3 games by at least 2 runs and look for that to continue in this game. So the Seattle Mariners to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. There is no denying that Colorado is not that good on the road offensively, but during the 4-game road losing streak they scored 4 runs in a game against both Los Angeles and San Diego, teams with solid pitching staffs. This team can score some runs. It would be understandable that a Colorado pitcher would have a high earned run average, but Feltner was rocked on the road in Los Angeles, giving up 5 runs on 4 hits and 5 walks in 4.2 innings. He and the Rockies bullpen will give up 6 in this game. That just means that Colorado needs to score 3, and they should do so against Kirby, who gave up 4 runs on 9 hits and 4.1 innings in his last start at home. This run total seems too low. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.